Morning. My mom, how you doing? How's it going? How's everybody? Good, I hope. The girls are just chilling. Yes, same here. Same here. And I need coffee to get through this day. Good morning, good morning. Oh yeah? Good, how are you, Amanda? I mean, I'm tired as heck, but that doesn't matter. Good morning, Liz. Yeah. Oh yeah, what else? Oh really? We are running out of all the milks in the world, so we're gonna have to go shopping today, huh? Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. You should stay asleep. Stay asleep. Media, Liz. Media. So last night, she was fighting sleep when it was time for me to put her to sleep. But Secret Husband took her and put her to sleep, and she fell asleep around, I want to say 9:30 or 10, and he had her until and he like hung onto her so I could work last night and pack orders. And then we put her in the crib at 11, and I slept from 11 until 2 when she woke up, and then she woke up and ate, and then she wouldn't go back to sleep until 4. And then I got her to go back to sleep around 4, and then we slept until 6, and then she wanted to eat again. Hi, Isabella. So that was how our night went last night. I would have gotten a lot of sleep if I had gone to bed when she went to bed, but I had to pack orders, so. And don't think I forgot your order, Liz. I just needed to know she's asleep now, blessedly. I needed to get a bigger box for yours, Liz, so that's why you don't have a tracking number yet, because I needed a box. What is on your face? Who's to say? What am I doing? Like, I don't know how to make coffee. I'm not worried, you're always up. We'll get them done one way or another, yeah. Secret Husband is going to take some orders to the post office this afternoon. I won't stay because Max is home and this book is, yeah, that's fair. Why is Max home? Is Max okay? Is he ill? What's going on? I actually don't even think Liz was that big, or maybe it will fit in a priority thing. I think you got a couple of things. Hey, Julia. Honestly, I can't remember how many you got. I think you got like, I don't know. We have no more milk, and we have no, not a tummy ache. Oh, tell him I relate. I also didn't get much sleep. I will help tomorrow afternoon. You can sleep. If you're willing to help, I'd love for you to help, but I will have to pack orders while you're here, Mom. I cannot sleep while someone's holding this baby. I have to work. Easter basket slime. Oh, yeah. Wait until you see the actual Easter basket stuff, Liz. I'm gonna have to get you one. You're gonna love it. Okay, I think I'm the one that turned you into a workaholic. I think the government not giving women any maternity leave and us all still having bills is what turned me into a workaholic. I would give anything to be a stay-at-home mom and just sit with her all day, but I gotta pay my bills, so gotta still do the work. Hi. 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 Switch something randomly and put away. I should have picked up toast. Oh, well, that's good. Are you actually awake? Are you actually awake? Was it a lie? Was it a lie that you were sleeping? Oh, toot. Does that sling seem to be really warm? I would say medium warm. She doesn't get, I will tell you, you know what's funny about this sling? I have a stretchy sling as well. This one's a woven one, and I also have a stretchy one. I feel like she gets hotter in the stretchy one than she does in the woven one. Maybe the woven one breathes better? I don't know. It's interesting though. But when I take her out of the stretchy one, it feels like she is warmer than when I take her out of this one. I don't know what the meaning or cause behind that is, but there you go. Bless you. Good sneeze, my darling. Good sneeze. Do you want to go back to sleep? Do you want to go back to sleep? Do you want to go back to sleep, 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 sleep? Mommy would love it. Yeah, probably better breathing. Coffee for Mommy. I'm trying to find a good carrier for summer because I can't stand the heat, but I refuse to be inside. Honestly, I will wear this in the summer, and I live in California. Yeah, take the nap. Auntie Liz said take a nap. Take a nap. Take a nap. Take a nap. Nap, 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 nap. They have mesh style one too. Do they really? I didn't know that, Amanda. I actually think that this would work for summer, for me. I don't think that this would be too hot for the summer, especially if we weren't, like, I'm wearing a t-shirt right now, but sometimes I'm wearing warmer clothes when I have her in it, and she's in a full onesie with like arms and legs. If she was in just like a t-shirt style onesie, I bet she wouldn't be that warm at all, you know? I don't know. It might be, Ember, I don't know what area you're in and if they have this thing that I'm about to talk about, but I heard, I was catching up on yesterday's book and I felt you check, but yeah, for real. I heard that there are groups in some areas, wow, my hair looks real special right now. There's groups in some areas that are baby wearing groups in like different, I don't know if you want to call it neighborhoods or towns or whatever. And I guess some of the groups allow borrowing of wraps to test. I heard that. So I don't know if that's true, but you also might consider just asking someone, if you know anyone, to like try one out. I'm always willing to let people try this. And there's a lot of people, oh, Roxy was the one who was talking about it. About the baby wearing groups. Oh, big yawn. You can stay asleep. You totally can. Okay, let's rock. And maybe we'll stay asleep if we rock. But also, just so you know, Ember, we have a lot of very knowledgeable baby wearing people in our community, so do feel free to ask questions. That's how I did it. I just asked everybody. I'm not even gonna, like, I'm no expert. I didn't know anything about it before. Renee, who's one of my mods, she's like a certified baby wearing, what do you call it? Like, I don't know, teacher or whatever. So worth talking to her. Roxy knows a lot about it. A lot of people, Ray, who has, yeah, Roxy did it for 12 years. Renee, I don't even know how long she did it for, a long time.
Ray did it for a long time. Some of the parenting education groups have one. Yeah, so there you go, that too. So ask them. They're great. The people in our community are phenomenal, and they're always willing to give ideas and help and stuff. I wouldn't have known about the, like Roxy's the one who talked about the group that, why did I just say follow the host? I've been following for 5 years. What is happening? Whoa. Whoa, was that what I thought it was? I hope Becca's still here to hear that. If not, I'm gonna make her watch this later. Okay, Liz heard it. She caught it. No one will call me a liar. Oh, there it is. She sounded worried about it. Yeah. What do you think it was? Do you think it was a poop or a toot? She's smiling. So either way, hey Jen. Either way, she feels good. But was it a poop or a toot? She's grinning from ear to ear, so she feels great regardless of what it was. Bubble, bubble, bubbles. Uh-huh. I can't tell. Yeah, I don't know. It might have been a poop. It might have been a toot. It feels like it might have been a toot. It doesn't feel like there's anything in the diaper. Yes, happy Down Syndrome Day to everyone who has someone in their lives and all of us. Hey Sloth, hey Katie. She does. She just feels better now that it's out. It's true. Better out than in, we always say in this household, right? Right. But yeah, Ember, I guess the moral of the story of what I was saying was just ask, ask the group, for all of us, that's right. I do have to tell you though, Ember, I will wear this one this summer. And I do not think that will be a hardship on her temperature wise. It really does feel breathable. It feels good. That's all. I do know that the stretchy wrap that I have, I will probably only wear when I'm working. She did have I'm so rumbly in my tumbly. I will probably only wear the stretchy wrap when I'm working inside in the air conditioning during the summer, because I feel like the stretchy wrap would make us both too warm if we went outside in the summer. If that gives you any kind of gauge. How hot does it get where you live in the summer? Because it gets pretty warm here. Pretty warm. Well, she's happy now, so let's read. I need a good back carrier for autumn. Ask Ray, normally mid-90s. I think you can do one of these woven ones, Ember. I'm being honest. I think it gets higher than mid-90s here in LA. Yeah, Naisa knows. Stretchy was for winter for me. Yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly. I completely agree. If I wasn't working in the air conditioning, I probably wouldn't. I have a lot of knowledge about therapy and crunchy, and a little about the, hey, we'll make it work. I think that's really useful, Roxy. And I told Ember, I didn't know until you mentioned it that there are places that loan them out. I wouldn't have known that. But this woven wrap, I think in the 90s, if you have your baby in not a full length sleeper, I think you could definitely have this on them. I really do. Oh, and Mary asking about the back carrier for autumn. Next time Ray is here, she might be popping in today or maybe tomorrow. Next time Ray is here, ask her, because she did a lot of back carrying of her daughter Caddy. So she actually is sending me one. Yeah, I have a Lily baby structure carrier, which we will use for her this summer as well. We don't really use that one in the house, but outside we probably will. This is my indoor one and hang out at restaurants one. Yeah, we love it, huh? We love being close together. Yeah. Okay, let's get to reading. We're on chapter 12 for those who celebrate, and let's get into it. Wait, what? Mark asked, following her out the garage door. I'm finished, she said, and I'm not coming back. She heard Buffalo Jones, Red Rabbit, Hedgy Hedgehog, and Dumbo from her bedroom door, stranded on their shelf. Louise, don't leave us, they seemed to say. What happened? Mark asked, and Louise kept walking down the driveway. Nothing happened, Mark, she said. I'm just done. Louise, don't leave us behind again. Well, what about Mom's art? Mark said. It's so important that you were going to move back here for it. Don't leave us behind the way that you left. She didn't want to hear it. She stopped by her bright blue rental car and turned to face Mark. She had to go. I said it to mess with you, Louise said, because you always get everything and Mom never told you no, but I can't do this anymore. Being here is really bad for my mental health, so you win. It's all yours. I'm done. Well, you can't do that, Mark said. You can't just show up and break windows and dump Mom's art everywhere and then leave me to deal with everything. Louise. Yeah, she could. She slammed the car door and she turned the key and she reversed it down the driveway and Mark walked after her shouting, "You still owe me for the damn window." And when she got around the corner, she looked in her rearview mirror and she saw Mark standing in the street in front of their house watching her go. And he looked very small and very alone. "Please, don't go." Louise put on her turn signal and took a left. She didn't look in her rearview mirror again. She got to the light and she pulled onto Coleman, and then she was gone. I know, seriously, Avery. I panicked, she thought. There were squirrels in the attic and they got out and I panicked, and I never have to go back there again. It's Mark's house now, it's not our family's home anymore, and I am done. For the first time since Mark had called, she felt free, and it felt strange to be finished. There would be no new stories, no new memories, no new obligations. Her family was a part of the past now, and the past was over. It was gone. It couldn't touch her. She had to go back. She never had to go back to the house again. She would never have to talk to Mark again beyond some legal stuff. Her life was in San Francisco now. The story of the Joyner family was through. She got back to her room at the Spring Hill Suites and she pulled up her shirt and she looked at her stomach in the mirror. Her stomach was covered with scratches, but she'd been moving stuff around all day. Anything could have caused those, so she took a hot shower and she repeated to herself inside her head, "It's over, it's over, it's over, it's over, it's over." And she wrapped herself in a towel and sat on the edge of her bed. Everything felt very still and very quiet for the first time in days. Her head felt empty. She decided to lie back on the bed just for a minute, and when she opened her eyes, the room had gone gray. She picked up her phone and she checked the time and saw missed calls from Mark, from Brody, from Mercy, and she didn't care. She was more done now than she had ever been before she'd even fallen asleep. All she cared about now was Poppy. She needed to hear her voice, so she texted Ian, "Hey, can you get Poppy on FaceTime for me?" And he responded, "Oh, now you decide to parent? I've been texting you all day. She keeps asking for you." She looked at her phone and she saw 5 missed texts from Ian, all in increasing urgency. Sorry, been dealing with my dead parents' estate," she texted back, which was a low blow, but if you couldn't use it at least a little bit, what was the point of them dying? "Not interested in relitigating the past. I'm here now," he texted back, 5 minutes. She didn't want Ian to see her in a towel, so she threw on jeans and a t-shirt just as he FaceTimed, and Louise accepted the call. Her chest got tight when she saw how bad Poppy looked. "Hey, sweetie," she said. "How are you? I miss you." Poppy had dark circles under her eyes and her face looked washed out, and it wasn't just the lighting. The corners of her eyes and the tips of her nose looked raw. "Are you okay, Popster?" she asked. "Do you feel sick?" "When are you coming home, Mommy?" Poppy whined in baby talk. They'd worked really hard to get her to stop talking like this, but Louise didn't have it in her to show disappointment right now. "Very soon," she said, "but you're a big girl, so you need to understand that I can't be there all the time." "No, I'm a baby," Poppy babbled. "When you come ho-ho." Despite the baby talk, Louise smiled, happy to deliver some good news. "Well, I'm coming home tomorrow," she said. "I thought I'd be here for a long time, but I changed my mind because I can't wait to see you. So I'm getting on the first plane in the morning, and I am coming home." Poppy's smile was so big it cracked her face in two, and Ian turned the camera toward himself. "All right, when were you going to tell me this?" he asked. "It just happened," Louise said. "There's nothing for me here anymore, so I'm coming home as soon as I can get a flight." "Are you coming here?" Poppy asked, sticking her face into the frame, speaking in her normal voice now, baby talk forgotten. "Are you coming here now?" "Well, we're still in the mountains," Ian said, and Louise could tell he was trying to be graceful about the sudden change. A call popped up from Mark, and Louise declined it. "I'm flying into San Francisco," she said. "You can bring Poppy back tomorrow or the next day." The image on the screen lurched as Ian took the phone, and she heard him say to Poppy, "I'll be right back." And then the phone showed her the inside of his nostrils and part of his eyes. "You're really coming back early?" he asked. "This isn't a joke?" "I'm finding a flight as soon as we hang up," Louise said. "Oh, thank God," Ian said. "She wet the bed again last night, and my mom already has her lined up with this child psychologist." "No way," Louise said. "I am coming home tomorrow afternoon." "I know," Ian said, "but will you hurry? Because it's been awful." "Let me talk to her again," Louise said. The phone lurched back into the bedroom, and Ian held the phone out for Poppy. "I'm coming home," Louise told her, "but I want to see a big girl when I get there. Can you talk like a big girl for me?" "Come home now," Poppy said in her normal voice. "It's very far away," Louise said. "It takes me a little time to get there. Do you know how far away it is?" 100 miles, Poppy said. 100 miles was the longest distance that meant anything to Poppy, because it was 100 miles from San Francisco to Ian's parents in the mountains. "Well, it's 100 miles times 20, Louise said. "Do you know how many that is?" 20, Poppy said. "No, it's even further than that," Louise said. She couldn't believe how good it felt to hear Poppy's voice, and Louise remembered her second year of grad school when her mom had called one night and Louise had gone on and on about interpersonal politics of charrette and finding a paid internship, and she finally realized her mom wasn't talking. "Why did you call?" Louise had asked. "Well, I just needed to hear your voice," her mom had said, and Louise wondered what her mom had been going through that night. But now she would never know. Not now, not anymore. Her mom's life was over, and her secrets didn't matter anymore. Mark called again. Louise declined. "You're only 20 miles away," Poppy decided. "No, I'm 100 miles times 20. Yeah? How many miles away are you?" "You're okay." Yeah. Louise had no idea why Oh, was it really a poops? Oh no. Yeah, she's at Disneyland. She's making a face like she needs a diaper change. Do you need a diaper change? Is it a poops? Was it a poops? Yeah. Okay. Okay. We're gonna go take care of it, and we'll be back in 1 minute. Yeah. I'm just gonna turn. Well, actually, I think I can be fast. I'll be right back. You're okay, sweetheart. Yeah.
You want to go in the bouncy for a few minutes? You want to be in your bouncy? Bounce, bounce, bounce. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Bounce, bounce, bounce. There you go. Bless you. Yeah. Yeah, and then you can see out the window too. Bless you. So I was wrong. It was not poops, but it was enough, you know, number one, that it's worth changing, so she doesn't have to sit in it. Hi, beautiful. You like looking out the window? All right. Thank you for your patience. 2008, she's with you. Is that what you're saying? In her dreams, she's with Aunt Becca. All right. Let's see. Where were we, sweetheart? You look so happy in your... All right. Let's see. Where were we, sweetheart? You look so happy in your bouncer. Yeah, you like it now, huh? Yeah, no, nobody wants to be wet. It's not fun. No, honey, I'm 100 miles times 20 away, Louise said. Louise had no idea why she was trying to explain multiplication to a 5-year-old, but she remembered how much she liked it when her dad explained things to her, even when she hadn't fully understood them. I mean, that's fair, Becca. Flights are going to be expensive this late, Ian said. Are you flying Delta? I don't know, Louise said, annoyed he was interrupting this moment and making it more confusing than it needed to be for Poppy. I haven't looked yet. Poppy, can you try to imagine 100 miles times 20? You're 100 miles, Poppy declared, and Mark called again. Louise declined, again, punching her screen harder. Why don't we draw it, Louise said. Do you have a piece of paper? I've got... Bang! Something slammed into the window behind Louise, and she jumped, throwing her phone across the bed and throwing herself forward after it. She scrambled across the carpet on her hands and knees until she reached the other side of the bed and then looked back. Mark stood outside her window, smacking it with his hands. I know, crazy, right? What was he thinking? Lou, he called, his voice muffled through the double-paned glass. You won't tell me you're running. Mommy, she heard Poppy call faintly into her phone where she'd thrown it. Jesus Christ, what do you think you're doing? Louise said, and then she realized Mark could not hear her through the window. What do you want? She shouted. Come outside, he shouted, his voice muffled very far away. We need to talk. She heard Poppy ask Ian where she was. I wouldn't surprise Sasha, she's a very busy lady. I mean, I would take it at this point. No, she shouted at Mark. We need to talk, he shouted again. No, she yelled again. Hey, someone shouted from the adjoining room. Can you all keep it down? It's important, Mark shouted through the window, and he wasn't going away. Louise picked up her phone and saw Ian's face as close up as possible as he tried to figure out why the screen had gone completely black. Hey, Louise said, something's come up. Tell Poppy I'll be just a minute. She ended the call and turned to the window. You meet me out front, she shouted. Shut up, the man in the adjoining room yelled. Mark stood on the sidewalk just out of range of the sliding door sensor. His hair stuck out on both sides like he'd been running his hands through it, and he held his phone in one hand. His gut peeked out from underneath his t-shirt, and Louise walked toward the glass. The door whooshed open, and she stepped out into the cold evening air. I would be thrilled if she appeared at my door right now. I would throw my arms around Becca in a huge hug, and then I would hand her my baby, and I would put her in, we've already discussed this. There's a chair in the slime room. It's my flower chair. I love that chair. She would sit in the flower chair and hold the baby while we talk, and I work around her. That's what would happen if she showed up. I can tell you, it's not hard to envision it. It's great. What? She said. I'm not here to fight, Mark told her. I'm going home, Louise said. Oh, and then I turned into Aunt Honey. Did you guys hear that? Oh. I know you don't like me because I'm not successful enough for you, Mark said, but I'm actually happy with my life. People like me, and they think I'm a nice guy. It has nothing to do with whether or not you're successful, Louise said, but if we weren't related, if we met today, we wouldn't choose to be friends. We're different people with different values, and we're also adults who can choose who we want to spend time with, and right now I'm going home to my daughter. I don't really care about the house, Mark. Mom gave it to you. Yes, Liz, you're also welcomed. Yes, no, we don't have enough space for everybody in the house, but I wish we did. She turned to go back inside. I'll give you 25%. Uh-oh. Book club in the slime room. Yeah, we need a bigger slime room. Let's use our clubhouse. There's a clubhouse downstairs. Liz, you were invited to come for Disney anyway, so you're not really inviting yourself because you already got invited to go to Disney. So, I don't know what you're talking about. If everybody showed up, Secret Husband would have a literal panic attack. That is for sure. He would have an actual panic attack.
Oh, you're totally fine, Isabella. Actually, that's really good for you to do something like that. Yes, she makes the cutest noises. I'm using my foot to bounce her in her bouncer. Isabella, we've been reading that games like that are really good for your brain when you're dealing with stuff, which I know you are. Yeah, Amanda, it's not cute. The pricing isn't cute, but I have to take my baby, so I'm gonna make it work one way or another. Why do I keep forgetting about book club? Hey, you can catch up, but not a whole lot has happened so far because we had a diaper change and stuff like that. So you actually have only missed her being on the phone, her being on, yeah, look it up, Isabella. There's actually articles written about it. You missed her being on the phone with her daughter. We only get the resident discount if you buy a 3-day ticket or more. So that's not always helpful. Yeah, you don't get a resident ticket on single day. I know, she's having a good time. She's smiling. She's a happy girl in her bouncer. I'm using my feet, like, I know it's super sneaky. You can't see it, but I'm bouncing her with my foot, and she's looking out the window doing her own thing. Yeah, you having a conversation? Let's see, sorry. I'll give you 25%, he said, and that stopped Louise. Why? She asked, turning back around. I'm not going against Mom's wishes, he said. She gave it to me, and I'm choosing to give you some of it even though you hate me. I don't hate you, Mark, Louise said, but I also don't want to fight with you anymore, so like, whatever. I'm giving you 25% whether you like it or not, Mark said. Louise tried to think of something to say. That's very generous. Well, I'm a generous person, Mark said. So, Louise said, how does this work? You'll put it on the market and then you'll what, send me a check? No, Mark said. Mercy's gonna sell it. He held his phone out to the Louise screen first. Mercy waved at her with both hands. Hey, Louise, Mercy said from the tiny speaker scrunched up her nose. This is so darn exciting. Have you been there the whole time? Louise asked. Yeah, Mark wanted me to speak with you, Mercy said, because I think it's such an exciting opportunity, but we really need you to stick around for a few days. Oh no, Louise said, panic tightening her throat. I have to go back to San Francisco. I just told Poppy that I was coming home. And you will go home, Mercy cheered as if she hadn't heard the last part. But we need you to get the house ready first. I was hoping Bonus Kid would want to go to Disney for 21st, but he wanted to stay local. Oh no. Yes, bless you, sweetheart. And Becky said, bless you. I need you to do the estate stuff, Mark said. I'm really good at the broad strokes. You're better at the boring crap. Louise realized now what had happened. She thought about the missed calls from Brody. Wait, what did Brody say? She asked Mark. Nothing, Mark said, looking so offended that Louise knew he was lying. What did Brody want? She asked. Just stuff, Mark said. A chain of claimants, an inventory of the house, and he said I'd have to fill out this stuff for Social Security, and he asked if I would talk to CNC about Dad's pension. No, Louise said, no way. I am not breaking a promise to my daughter to do your homework for you. I'm going home. Then no split, Mark said. Louise, Mercy said from the phone, I told Mark that I'd handle the house, and this is nothing personal, Mark, but I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole if you weren't involved. I can talk to the realtors, Mark began. And you remember what we talked about, Mark, Mercy said. I'm not helping you sell the house out from under your own sister. You can find another realtor, but Brody's the lawyer for the estate, and everyone knows I'm your cousin, and they're going to ask me if you're a problem seller, and I do have to tell them the truth. I'm not a problem anything, Mark told his phone. Anyways, Mercy said, ignoring him. Mark knows that no matter what the will says, splitting the house 50-50 is the right thing to do. See? So it all turns out all right in the end. I said 25%, Mark protested. Mark, Mercy said, 50-50. Guys, Louise said, I'm not sticking around. I can't tell Poppy I'm coming home and then turn around and not go home. Children need consistency and reliability from a parent. Mark, Louise said, Mercy said, will you please give Louise your phone? He hesitated for a long moment and then thrust it at Louise. Don't mess with anything, he said. She looked at the phone and then took it and walked away from Mark. I really do appreciate what you're doing, but I honestly cannot, Louise started. Go get Mercy. Yeah, honey, we'll watch her. That's right, yes. Mercy didn't even let Louise finish before she started talking. Brody called and he told us what's happening with you and Mark, and we've been all up on your brother for hours fighting over money. Is ugly. Louise closed her eyes and felt her breath trapped at the top of her chest. I don't want the house, she said. It's not good for me. Shush, Mercy said. A 4-bedroom house, 2-bathroom on that block just sold for more than $700,000 by a realtor who could barely spell her own name. I could do better than that for y'all. 50% of $700,000 is more than $300,000, Lulu. That's the difference between a state school and an Ivy League school for Poppy. That's Spanish immersion and summer camp and Outward Bound and trips to Japan. That's a big leg up for your little girl. Louise felt the house wrapping its tentacles around her again, dragging her, trapping her in Charleston. She wanted this to be over. I cannot go back to my mom and dad's house, she said, her words coming out in a rush. It's really bad for my mental health. Do you have health insurance? Mercy asked. Through my job, Louise said. Well, then you better buy some therapy, Mercy said. $300,000 will change Poppy's life, and there's nothing I wouldn't do for my kids, and you're like me, so wake up, Mama. This is real life. Mercy, Louise started. You're staying 1 more week, Mercy said, and the tone turned to sunshine. And you were going to be here another week anyway. Nothing bad's going to happen in 7 days. Louise could not breathe. She wanted to go home. She wanted to see Poppy, and she didn't want her to get sent to this child psychiatrist, but she also wanted to send her to Dinosaur Dig summer camp, and she wanted to take her to Italy, and she wanted a house with a yard. And she looked over at Mark, shifting from foot to foot, conspicuously not looking at her, jingling his hands in his pockets of the cargo shorts he was wearing, and she let out her breath. All right, what time tomorrow? And then she went inside to tell Ian and Poppy that she had changed her mind and she wasn't coming home until next week after all. Bad choice, Louise. Don't you think so, honey? It's a bad choice. I think we can get one more. And what time is it? 9:04? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can get through one more chapter. I'm trying to get us through this, obviously, before the book is due back at the library. Let's see how many pages are in this chapter. About 10. I know, I feel bad for Poppy too. She does need therapy now. Yeah, you can't be doing that. Chapter 13. Did you guys hear that? She's in the, I don't know if you guys, I know Liz and Becca know about the Wonder Weeks, but I don't know if everyone else does. But in the Wonder Weeks, it said that this week she's starting proto-conversations. So if you like say something and then you pause, she'll respond to you with sounds. Let's see if she'll do it right now. Ooh. Hey, sweetheart, will you look at Mama? Baby. It's hard because I can't say her name. If I say her name, she'll usually look at me, but I can't say it right now. Sweetheart, hey, baby, honey, look at Mama. Ooh, ooh. Can you make it sound? She's not looking at me, she's looking out the window. Hi, hello. Ah. Becca knows this. Actually, I think Liz knows this too. This baby is obsessed with the Pink Panther theme song. I wonder if she'll respond if I do it right now. Do 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 do. She's not even looking at me. She's not. No. Should we read and then we'll take you out and we'll do it when you're looking at me? Okay, we'll do it in a minute. Oh, big yawn. Yeah, big yawn. Big yawn. Very nice. Uh-oh. We want to come out of the carrier. You heard the Pink Panther theme song and now you want, yeah, she's not performing for an audience. Hold on, I'm gonna get her out because she's complainy pants. Are you complainy pants? Come here. Whoop. Okay. Okay. Why are you hungry? Are you hungry? Do you hunger? You need to eat some more. We can eat. It has been a minute since you didn't eat at 8 o'clock like you usually do. You were asleep at 8 o'clock. Yeah, Mommy let you sleep in, huh? Because you woke her up. It's okay. I will feed you right now. I will feed you right now. I know, she's so long. Hey, Frankie. Okay, you can eat. You can eat. Here you go. No complainies. You can eat. You can eat. You can eat. Yeah, eat. Eat. It's true. She is so long, you guys. Mercy told them that she wanted to come by the house around 3 and do a walkthrough, so Louise got there at 9 and parked in the driveway. You don't need to go crazy, Mercy said. Just make sure it's light and bright and it sparkles. Let's put its best foot forward.
Louise watched a yard crew across the street strap on leaf blowers and weed whackers, and she checked the time. Mark was 15 minutes late. The leaf blowers roared. A man power walked past the end of the driveway, and Mark was now 30 minutes late. Whoa. Oh. Oh, it wasn't a hunger. Oh. 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 We'll be back. We feel so much better now. So much better. Huh? You feel better? That was wild, huh? Yeah. But now you do need to eat because there's space again, right? Yes, I understand. Oh, you did? What'd you get? What slime did you get last night? We're gonna eat now because there's space, right? Yeah, there's space in your tum-tum. That's right. Yes, there's space in your tum-tum. Space in the tum-tum, space in the tum-tum. Give mommy 1 second. Give mommy 1 second. Here you go. No puppy dog. No puppy dog. There's space in the tum-tum. We're okay. We're okay. Yeah. My goodness. It was a wild ride. So yes, what slime did you get last night? Oh, you did. That's exciting. So now that we're probably gonna have to do that chapter tomorrow because of needing a second diaper change, because I don't think we have time to finish that chapter. So we should just discuss the chapters that we have read. So I have a question for you all, and I don't know the answer. This is not a facetious question. It's a real question. Do you think Mark found out it was haunted before he went back to Louise, and that's why he's like acting all shifty? They're trying to imply that he's acting all shifty because Brody said something, but I feel like that's not it. I feel like he must have found out that it's all haunted, and he's like, crap, I'm not gonna do this alone. What do you guys think? Because that's how I feel. Like, he was acting real shifty. You think he's known his whole life? No way. Really? Does anyone else think that? That's very interesting. I like that take. That's an interesting take on it. Ooh. Oh, imagine that's true. She'll be so mad. She'll be so mad. I would be so mad. We will be mad. Well, I know he's going to make her do everything. You think the puppets talk to him? Ooh. Do you think her mom knew too? Do you think her mom knew and that's why she left it to him? They all know except Louise? Ooh, no, her dad couldn't. He's an economist. He wouldn't believe that kind of thing. But maybe the mom and Mark know. Oh, you guys all thought this? Am I the only one? Okay, Avery and I are the only ones who were out of the loop on this one. I did not think of that. But as you guys know, I'm the type of person who likes to be, I put myself in a mental state to allow myself to be surprised by books and movies. This is a surprise. Wow. Is that crazy or what, baby girl? Is that crazy or what? I think something's happened with the puppets and that's why they all left so fast. Oh, you know, that's a really good point. They did leave really fast in the middle of the night. Her purse was left on the counter. He even had a sock on the bed, the dad. So like they were out of there real fast. Interesting. And they said that he had like an attack. That's right. You're totally right, Priscilla. Instead, so I was interpreting it as like a heart attack, but maybe when the mom was calling and saying he's had an attack, maybe it was like the squirrels or something. I was really interpreting it as a heart attack, but you could be right. That's why I don't live in a haunted house, because I interpret everything a little more literally in those cases. Yeah, it's vague on purpose. You're right. He was physically attacked. I bet you're right. Ooh, wild times, you guys. Being attacked, not a heart attack. Yes. I think you're right. I genuinely do. That's so interesting. Huh. I never thought of any of these things. Me too, Amanda. It gave me goosebumps just thinking about that. You guys are really on point with this. Wow. That's wild. Wild. Crazy times. Is anyone doing anything fun this weekend? Just so you guys know, as like a heads up for next week, Secret Husband is taking one of his paternity leave weeks next week. So we will have a Slime Live every single day. Coffee crawl. Wait, what's that? Take me with you. We will have a Slime Live every single day next week unless something happens. Wicked themed birthday. That's amazing. I love that, Liz. And we'll be using those lives to prep for Easter slimes. So that is fun. Yeah, Jen, tell us more about this coffee crawl and how can I join? Because you know how I feel about coffee. You know how I feel about coffee, right? She knows how I feel about coffee.
The Easter slimes are gonna be great. I'm going out to eat and maybe a little shopping tonight and get some books. Ooh, do you have anything on your list, or you're just like gonna go? I love going to a bookstore to just browse, so that's not me saying you shouldn't do that. I'm just curious if you have like a list of things you're looking for. Sometimes I go like, okay, I know I need XYZ, and sometimes I'm like, I just want to look around till I find what speaks to me. I think both are great options. Someone's starting to get color to their eyebrows, and that someone is you. My friend puts together a walk of 3 miles with 3 to 4 coffee and food destinations. I love that, Jen. Wait, I love that. I want to do that. Imagine Passover slimes. You know what, Julia? I designed Passover slimes when I worked at Slumu because the owner of Slumu is Jewish, so it felt appropriate for me to do that. I don't do it a lot in my own thing because I'm not Jewish, but she was, and so it felt, good. Just gonna look around this way. Yeah, no, I get that, Avery. That's why I found the Princess Diaries. So, like originally, like 25 years ago. But yes, I made a slime called Matzah Pizza. That was a kit where you could build your own matzah pizza, and it was even kosher because we did not mix pepperoni with the cheese. We just had a cheese pizza with mushrooms and other kind of cute things. I don't like eating mushrooms, but they look cute in a design, so we had that. We also, not for Passover, but I think it was for Yom Kippur maybe, or one of those, we had a honey and apples slime, and it came with like the honey was the slime and the apples were clay pieces. Really, Jen? I didn't know that they were doing that. That's really cool. Portland, I've been to Portland a couple of times. Rosh Hashanah. Okay, sorry. Yeah, Rosh Hashanah. But it's still cool, right, Julia? They're pretty neato. Yeah. I even, for the matzah pizza one, I even took a real piece of matzah and made a mold and used the mold to make clay pieces of matzah so that they looked like real matzah pizzas. I wish that I had the time in my own business to do more of the like cool clay pieces that I used to do. But it takes so long to do. And if you don't have a staff to like make them, it doesn't make sense. I can design them very easily, but like making 100 of them is almost impossible. Are you feeling better now? But I did used to do that back in the day, back in the dizzy. I can't remember what else we had, but we had some really good ones. Yeah, it's too much, but it was fun. If you guys go back and look at any of the Slumu slimes that were made in the early years, you'll see all of my cool designs. I made some pretty cool ones, Pocket Unicorn being one of my favorites. Are you all done now? Yeah? Was that so yum yum? Do you want to see if we can talk for the last minute? You want to see if you'll show everybody how you love the songs? You want to do the pink panther? You look at your sneeze. Bless you. You look like you got a boogie in your nose. We're going to have to go get that booger snatcher and get that out of there for you. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we'll react to the Pink Panther theme song. Do you want to see? Should we try? You want to try? Do-do, 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 do-do. Oh, you need to cough. Yeah. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. You have a stuffy nose and it's hard. Yeah. It's hard when you have a stuffy nose. Yeah. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. Stuffy, so stuffy. Yeah, so stuffy. What's on your face? Is it snot? Oh, whoa. Oh, a little bit of spit up. Oh, that was fun for mommy. You got it out? Whatever that spit up was, you got it out? Yeah. That's okay. Better out than in. Okay. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah. Yeah. Good head lifting. Doo 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 Do 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 do. Yeah. Yeah. What else do you have to say? What else do you have to say, huh? Yeah. What else? Yeah. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Oh no, that's a sad sound. Why are we making sad sounds all of a sudden? Why are we making sad sounds? Do you want to lay down? Do you want to lay down now? Now that you've gotten out the burpees? Okay. She's like, does he have a car? Ba-da doo doo ba-da boo doo ba-da boo doo 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 doo. We went rolling in the arcade. We went strolling, drank lemonade. We made out under the dock. We stayed out till 10 o'clock. You have 2 boogies. Daddy's better at getting the boogies out than Mommy is, huh? Maybe we should go ask Daddy to get the boogies out. I saw a text message from the adjuster come in while we've been on here. She was telling you about her cold. Oh yeah, you were telling Aunt Becca how you feel. Yeah, she knows, and she said she's sorry. We haven't heard one way or another. We took it to the adjuster to get appraised and everything and see, and then they're supposed to report back to us about who's at fault. If they decide that the woman wasn't at fault, I will be shocked, because even the adjuster guy was like, oh yeah, you were hit, you know, because like the nose, you can see that there's like an indent in our car where the nose of her car hit ours. Like, so I couldn't have been at fault, because I can't hit the nose of someone's car with the side of my car. Like, that's not how hitting works. You know what I mean? Like, she came like this from the side and I was going straight. Yes, I had been standing still. I will tell you, I did take my foot off of the brake because the light turned green, but I had been at a light. Yes, that is correct. I was at a stoplight. And I took my foot off to go, and then, she's well, she has a little cold, but other than that, she's good. She's sneezy, huh? Are you sneezy, my sweet angel? Are you sneezy? Oh. Do those noises just break your heart? You had yours early also? Oh my gosh, she was born on the 25th. So they were both born early. How's your son? Is he doing well? Yeah, it's crazy, right? I know, baby sneeze. I hope she got ticketed, honestly. I feel bad saying that because she's so old, but like, you know, being elderly does not give you license to just go all over the place like a crazy person. Hi. There was another baby who was born 5 days after you that was due at the same time you were due. He's a younger man. Oh, we're not feeling younger men right now. She was almost 3 weeks early, Hallie. Yeah. Almost, but not quite. My wreck 15 years ago was the same kind of thing, got hit just as my foot was taken off the brake. It's crazy, right, Mel? I had someone leave the stop sign with no traffic signal and they were charged. Well, I sure hope so, you know. She was coming out of a Ralph's, it turns out. I heard that after. Very careless. She was coming out of a shopping center and went to get in front of me. A little reflex, but other than that, yeah, we have a little bit of that too, Lisa. I had someone leave their stop signal when I had no traffic sign and they were charged with the same. Really? That's very interesting. Huh. I wonder what will happen. Yeah, they asked me, like, were you looking at your phone or distracted or anything? And I'm like, no, I literally wasn't. And they were like, oh, you just didn't see her? I was like, she came out of nowhere as far as, like, because here's the thing, you guys. So the street that we were on has 4 lanes, right? 1, 2, and then 3, 4. I was in 3. I was in the 3rd lane over. She came from the Ralph's that was over here. She came across 2 full lanes sideways like this. I was like this. So I'm here in this lane, in lane 3. She had to cross over 2 lanes to get to me. Insane. How did she get there? I don't know. I genuinely don't know how it happened. I didn't see her coming. She came out of a shopping center 2 lanes away from me. So, yeah. Oh my gosh, you broke a rib and a concussion? That's crazy. I'm glad you're okay now. That's insane. I only have mental anguish, not physical, but still not great. Okay, well, we're gonna go have breakfast because her great aunt is coming to hold her today while I pack everybody's orders. That's right. You're gonna hang out with Aunt Phil today. Yes, you are. Yes, you're gonna have so much fun. You guys did flashcards last time? Was that so fun for you? Oh, okay, we'll have food first. Okay. I know, right, Becca? I agree. I will see you guys later. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Lots of orders are going out today, so keep an eye out for your tracking numbers, and they're going to the post office around 2 or 3 p.m. this afternoon if you got a tracking order last night, because we're trying to get as many done as possible. All right, we'll see you later. Bye, guys.